Hello friends, today I am going to discuss how neuro-linguistic programming can help you out. There are so many facilitators in neuro-linguistic programming nowadays that if you search for that term on any social media, you will get tons and tons of people that are giving you training for neuro-linguistic programming. And the first question that comes to me is, Ashish sir, do I need to learn neuro-linguistic programming to change my life? Do I need to study all that is given in neuro-linguistic programming? Do I need to do these meditations sitting down for hours and hours so that I can change the patterning of my mind? My answer to you is you don't need to learn neuro-linguistic programming to apply it in your life. But you need to learn certain basics which are very important. And if you don't understand these basics, you will not be able to apply NLP in your life. But if you apply it, I definitely tell you, you will change the way you look at your life, and then you will be able to change the way and you will be able to create a life that you want. But before that, let me give you my introduction. Hi, this is Dr. Ashish Nagar PT. I am a YouTuber. I am an NLP transformation and wellness coach. I work with coaches in creating their mindset, and once their mindset is ready, I help them in creating programs and blueprints of their programs. I help them to reach a level where their content is ready, and then they can just hit on the marketing channels to sell their contents and to help more and more people with this powerful content that they are getting. I also help people with stress, anxiety and depression to overcome their miseries, and I also work as an NLP trainer, as I am an NLP master coach. So with this, let us move to the main content of the video. Do you need to learn neuro-linguistic programming? My question to you, a throwback question to you is, why do you ever wish to change your life? Why do you ever wish that your life that you are living right now is not complete? Why do you have this feeling that whatever you are getting right now is not perfect? You need your life perfect. You need your life on your terms. You need your life. Everybody needs a life that they can say that this life is on my terms. I am earning whatever I am earning. I am responsible for whatever is there in my life. I am having a happy and successful life, and each and every person from any caste and creed in the society deserves this. When we all are having this wish to create a life that we want, we are working constantly within our setups to create the best we want to have in the life. We are constantly working, we are constantly managing our relationships, our quadrants of life, we are balancing our quadrants of life, we are doing everything that is expected out of us. Then still, why we don't have a congruent life? Why we don't have a life that we enjoy? Why we cannot enjoy the life? When you are even on a vacation, you are thinking about the pending things that are left out. Or when you are on a vacation, you are not thinking about the pending things, but you are not fully enjoying the vacation. When you are working, you are not focused completely on working. You have worries of your past and your future. When you are doing anything in your life, you are constantly creating uncertainty. You are constantly creating this vibe of everything should go right, nothing should go wrong. And when something goes wrong, when there are setbacks, when there are ups and downs, when we know that life is a bumpy road, and still when a bump comes, you become anxious. Your mind is saying you everything is fine. You are externally very strong. You are doing meditation. You are doing prayers. You are doing whatever it needs to be done. But still there is an emptiness inside. There is a loneliness inside. There is this frustration that in spite of having everything, there is something missing inside. This missing part is your congruence. This missing part, whatever you are doing for your life, you are doing it in a right way. Yes, I do agree on it. That is how it goes. That is how you have learned since you have come into consciousness. That is how has been trained to you since you are in this world. You are just working on the beliefs that you have already taken at an age when you never understood whether they were right or wrong. That is all that you have received by your teachers whom you respect, whom you adore. That is all you have got from the motivational speakers around the world. And they all tell you one simple thing, that you are responsible for whatever you have in the life. Is it right or wrong? But the problem with this is, when you realize by learning all these things that I am responsible for whatever is going in my life, the very next moment you go into deep depression. Because then you realize that if everything that is in my life is because of me, then everything that is wrong in my life is also because of me. That means I have made lot of mistakes. I am not the right person. I am not the correct person. I don't have the correct mindset. I don't know what to do. And if I am doing the best what I know, and if my life is like this, what it is right now, then you become completely hopeless about the future of your life. This is the only problem I have with motivation. Motivation shows you, makes you responsible for whatever goes in your life without realizing that when you say whatever is going in your life, you have negative references more than the positive references. This is the way your mind is already working. If there is a white wall with a black dot and I tell you to look at this wall, most of the people will tell that there is a black dot on this clear, clean, white wall. We are trained to look at the black dot. We are trained to look what is not perfect. We are trained to look at the criticism. Wherever you go to have a good food in a restaurant, you eat everything, you enjoy the food, but you point out something that was not good. Do you see? Unknowingly we are trained to pointing out what is not right, and this when applied to yourself, and when I say you are responsible for your life, you see all these black dots on the past timeline, and then you say my life is a complete failure in spite of achieving everything, because I am still not having what I want to have for what I am working since years. Neuro-linguistic programming is one thing that will help you change this perspective. You need not learn neuro-linguistic programming. You don't have to take that courses. You don't have to go through a complete practice of neuro-linguistic programming. But if you just understand looking at your perspectives, if you just understand how your mind actually works, if you just understand how you create the pictures inside you, if you just understand how your mind collects the references for whatever is going around you, if you just understand how can you change the image of yourself and your life in the future, if you just understand these things, if you just understand how your mind works, actually it is given to you without a user manual, and the user manual that you have is being created by your teachers, by your learning, by your education, by your upbringing, by your grandparents, by the society you live in, by the surrounding you live in. These are the factors which have written the user manual for you. And each person is having their own perspective. If you are looking at me, I am sitting in front of camera. If some other person is sitting beside me, he will look me from the side. If I turn my head, you can look a side of my face. You cannot look the front of my face. Each person is looking at life from their perspective, and they teach you their perspective of life, and so you have a user manual of using your mind from a diversified perspectives. So how to actually use your mind is to be learned, and that is one thing that is taught in neuro-linguistic programming. So if you really want to have that user manual, so that you can see that yes, if I am responsible for everything in my life, and if I have not done anything good today, you forget that you have done so many achievements also. You have come so far, that means you have done lot of things in your life. And you are even getting this awareness of watching this video. That is also a great job. So don't forget, if you want to change this perspective, if you want to change this point of view, if you want to change your personal reception and you don't know how to change it, if you want to learn how to make the use of your mind best, the first book I read in this whole self-help series when I was just 17 years old was The Magic of Thinking Big. Today I can correlate with The Magic of Thinking Big. Today I can correlate that book, that I never knew how to use this particular mind, this particular brain, this particular the functional brain inside you which is working, and if you can use it to the best, you can produce the life you want towards. So if you need to learn this manual, you need to know certain facts about neuro-linguistic programming, and when you learn neuro-linguistic programming and you start applying it for yourself, don't get into a hurry of applying it to others. Don't try to become wise for others and fool for yourself. Don't try to let your knowledge kill your life. Rather, understand each knowledge is best useful when it is put in the best perspective. So if you want to develop this perspective about how to use your mind, how to make the best use of your mind, then you must go through neuro-linguistic programming training for yourself. Again I am saying you. And then apply it on yourself. And once you can change the way you are working, then you will be able to help other people also to change. And then if you get interested, you can go into a complete module of neuro-linguistic programming. You can go into a complete training of neuro-linguistic programming, and then you will become the person with whomever, if somebody talks, you will be able to change their lives. Then you will become a person who is going to change their life and people's life also. Then you understand that if I am responsible for my life so far, I take the responsibility today of changing my life, changing my conditions, changing my situations, and then you start thinking about that, and that is where you start creating the life that you want. And yes, it takes time. But it is not impossible. So I hope I was able to explain you why you should actually learn neuro-linguistic programming, up to what extent, and how you should use it for the best of your use. If you feel interested in this, and if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. And if you like this video, please do not forget to share it with other people. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.